Two people live on the same street in LA. One earns $95,000 a year and feels pressure every single month. The other earns $52,000 and hasn't worried about a bill in years. Same neighborhood, similar apartments, different outcomes. This is not about income, it's about structure. One built a lifestyle that consumes every dollar. The other built a system that produces margin. And margin, not income, determines whether you control your life or your expenses control you. My name is Walter. Today I'm going to show you how financial minimalism isn't about owning less for aesthetic reasons. It's about engineering leverage. If you understand this properly, you stop chasing raises and start building freedom. Section 1. The hidden cost structure of ownership. Most people think purchases have one price, the sticker price, the number on the receipt. That's incomplete accounting. Every object you own carries 4 ongoing liabilities: capital lockup, space allocation, maintenance drag, cognitive load. Let's break that down. Capital lockup means money that cannot compound. If you spend $15,000 on equipment, decor, upgrades, or lifestyle accessories, that is $15,000 not invested. At a modest 8% annual return over 15 years, that's roughly $47,000. You didn't just spend $15,000, you spent the opportunity to own $47,000. Space allocation is rarely calculated. Housing costs money per square foot. When unused items occupy closets, spare rooms, garages, and storage units, you are paying premium real estate rates to store depreciating objects. Maintenance drag includes repairs, subscriptions, accessories, insurance, upgrades, cleaning supplies, replacement parts. A purchase almost never arrives alone. It brings a supply chain of future spending. And then there's cognitive load. Every object requires remembering, cleaning, organizing, protecting, and eventually disposing of. Visual clutter increases stress hormones and reduces mental clarity. You feel busy in your own home and don't know why. Ownership extracts bandwidth. High earners ignore this because the initial purchase feels affordable. They evaluate affordability, not sustainability, and that distinction is everything. Section 2. The utilization model. Before buying anything, apply one filter: utilization density. How many times will you realistically use this? Not optimistic usage, real usage. Take 2 examples. A $2,000 mattress used every night for 10 years. That's 3,650 uses, roughly 55 cents per night. High utilization, high value density. Now compare that to a $400 specialty appliance used 5 times a year. Over 5 years, that's 25 uses, $16 per use. And that assumes you don't lose interest. Most impulse purchases collapse under honest utilization modeling. This isn't about being cheap, it's about capita efficiency. Your money should generate maximum utility per dollar. If it doesn't, it should stay invested. Section 3. The replacement test. Walk through your home mentally, room by room. If an item disappeared today, would you immediately spend money to replace it? Be precise, not maybe, not eventually, immediately. That unused kitchen gadget, that extra set of furniture, that hobby equipment from a phase you abandoned. If you wouldn't redeploy capital to reacquire it, you are storing dead weight. Dead weight consumes space. Dead weight consumes attention. Dead weight represents past decisions you never audited. This is balance sheet optimization. Sell what has value, donate what has utility for others, eliminate what serves no one. Every item removed reduces friction. Less cleaning, less organizing, less mental noise. Clarity compounds just like money does. Section 4. Upgrade culture and compounding destruction. Here's where high earners quietly destroy wealth. Upgrade cycles. The phone works perfectly. New model releases, upgrade. The car runs reliably. New styling appears. Upgrade. Furniture functions. Trend shifts. Upgrade. Each upgrade feels incremental, but over 30 years, the math is violent. Replacing a $1,000 phone every 2 years instead of every 5 diverts thousands from investment accounts. Repeated across vehicles, electronics, decor, and lifestyle categories, you're easily redirecting six figures away from compounding. Compounding requires time and uninterrupted capital. Upgrade culture interrupts both. If it functions, it stays. Boredom is not mechanical failure. Marketing is not a necessity. This single rule can create an additional retirement account without increasing income by $1. Section 5. Engineer friction, not willpower. Willpower is unreliable. The environment is structural. If your credit cards are stored in online retailers, spending is frictionless. If investment transfers require manual effort, saving is friction-heavy. Reverse it. Remove stored payment methods. Delete shopping apps. Institute a mandatory 24-hour delay for non-essentials. Then automate investments on payday. 401k, IRA, brokerage, funded before discretionary spending begins. When saving is automatic and spending requires effort, behavior changes without emotional struggle. Financial success is not a character trait, it's a systems decision. Section 6. The Lifestyle Multiplier. Large purchases create ecosystems. Buy a boat? Now you need storage, insurance, maintenance tools, transport equipment, seasonal servicing. Buy a luxury vehicle? Higher insurance tier, premium maintenance, specialized parts, higher depreciation curve. Install a home gym? Flooring, additional equipment, mirrors, ventilation, ongoing upgrades. The visible cost is rarely the total cost. Before committing, map the ecosystem. Estimate secondary and tertiary expenses. Often the multiplier transforms an attractive purchase into a liability. Section 7. Define enough before your income rises. Here's the trap most high earners fall into. They never define sufficiency. So income rises, lifestyle rises, stress remains. If you don't define enough, there is no ceiling. Define your housing ceiling. Define your transportation ceiling. Define your lifestyle baseline. For example, a home that is comfortable, not maximal. A vehicle that is reliable, not identity-driven. A wardrobe that is functional, not trend-chasing. Once defined, additional income becomes surplus. Surplus becomes invested capital. Invested capital becomes optionality. Without definition, surplus becomes upgraded consumption. One path creates assets, the other creates appearance. Section 8. Wealth is optionality. True wealth is not visible. It's not square footage, it's not leather seats, it's not screen size. Wealth is choice. Can you leave a job that damages your mental health? Can you absorb 6 months of uncertainty? Can you pivot careers? Can you fund a personal project without panic? Optionality requires margin. Margin requires controlled consumption. A $200,000 income with $195,000 in annual expenses equals fragility. An $80,000 income with $45,000 in expenses equals resilience. Resilience outperforms ego every time. Section 9. Cyclical review prevents reaccumulation. Most people attempt financial minimalism once. They purge, they feel productive, then slowly reaccumulate. Instead, implement cyclical review. Monthly, audit one category. Quarterly, reassess spending drift. Annually, recalibrate thresholds. Awareness prevents silent expansion. When you count how many items you own in key categories, clothing, electronics, subscriptions, the numbers alter behavior. Measurement creates accountability. Unmeasured consumption expands invisibly. Section 10. The psychology loop. Consumption is often emotional. When savings are low, spending simulates control. A purchase provides a temporary dopamine spike, but the spike fades. Insecurity remains. Low savings, insecurity, impulse spending, lower savings. That's the destructive loop. Now reverse it. Higher savings, increased security, reduced impulse, more savings. Security replaces status seeking. Compounding replaces consumption. Over time, the urge to accumulate declines naturally. Because your bank account provides the validation possessions once tried to deliver. The two apartments revisited. The $95,000 earner isn't reckless. They simply never audited their cost structure. Lifestyle expanded silently. Margin disappeared quietly. The $52,000 earner made different structural decisions, defined enough early, automated investing, avoided upgrade cycles, maintained margin. After 5 years, the difference is dramatic. After 10, it's life-altering. One feels pressure despite income, the other feels freedom despite modest earnings. Income influences your ceiling. Structure determines your floor. If your floor is high, meaning your expenses nearly match income, you live with chronic risk. If your floor is low, meaning you control expenses intentionally, you create stability and leverage. Practical implementation. This week, identify 10 items you would not repurchase. Remove them. This month, apply a 24-hour delay to every discretionary purchase. Track how many desires disappear. This quarter, define your enough numbers. Housing, transportation, lifestyle baseline, write them down. Then automate investment above that threshold. No dramatic sacrifice, no aesthetic extremism, just disciplined architecture. Closing. Minimalism in finance isn't about empty rooms. It's about full control. It's about designing a life where your expenses are intentional, your savings are automatic, and your income builds leverage instead of lifestyle inflation. High earners without structure feel trapped. Moderate earners with structure feel powerful. The difference is the margin. Build surplus, protect surplus, compound surplus. That is how freedom is engineered. If this shifts how you think about money, subscribe. We're not building louder lifestyles here. We're building quiet leverage. Walter.